My beloved child, come closer and listen with your heart, not just your ears. I know the title of this message stirred something deep inside you. It wasn't by accident. I see the confusion you carry, the silent questions you don't always speak, the way your thoughts return again and again to the same place. You wonder about love. You wonder about power. You wonder why someone from your past, or even your present, still seems to have a hold on your emotions, your peace, your attention. And I want you to know first, before anything else, that my love for you is real. It is not imagined. It is not conditional. It is not fading. It is constant, living, and personal. I have loved you before you understood what love was. I loved you when you were strong, and I loved you when you were broken. I loved you when you trusted me, and I loved you when you doubted me. There has never been a moment when my eyes were not on you. There has never been a season when my heart turned away. Even now, as you read this, I am near you. I am not watching from a distance. I am present in your breath, in the quiet of your thoughts, in the longing you feel but cannot fully explain. You ask why she still has power. You feel it in the way her name crosses your mind without permission. You feel it in the memories that surface when you least expect them. You feel it in the way your heart tightens, even though you know you have prayed. You have tried to move forward, you have told yourself you should be over this by now. And you wonder, if God loves me, why does this still affect me? Listen carefully, my child. Her power does not come from her. It never did. What you are feeling is not proof that she is stronger than you, and it is not proof that my love is weak. What you are feeling is the echo of attachment, the residue of hope once placed in a human vessel that was never meant to carry the weight of your soul. When you gave your heart, you did so sincerely. When you trusted, you did so deeply. That does not make you foolish. It makes you human. It makes you capable of great love. And that capacity was given by me. The reason her presence still lingers is not because she controls your future, but because part of your heart learned to associate her with safety, validation, or promise. The heart remembers what once felt like home, even when that home no longer exists. But hear me clearly, memory is not authority. Emotion is not destiny. Familiarity is not truth. I see how you have blamed yourself. I see the quiet shame you carry, thinking you should be stronger by now, more spiritual by now, more healed by now. But healing is not a straight road. It is a journey I walk with you, step by step. Sometimes I allow feelings to surface not to punish you, but to reveal what still needs my touch. I am not disappointed in you for feeling. I am inviting you to let me go deeper. You see, the stunning truth is this: she only has as much power as the meaning you unknowingly gave her. Power flows where meaning is assigned. And for a season, you assigned meaning to her words, her presence, her approval. That meaning did not disappear overnight when circumstances changed. But it can be gently reclaimed. And I am the one who helps you reclaim it. My love for you is not loud like human love. It does not manipulate you with fear of loss. It does not keep you anxious or uncertain. My love is steady. It waits. It holds. It does not force itself into your attention, but it is always available. And because it is so gentle, sometimes you mistake it for absence. But I have been here every moment you thought you were alone. You are not weak because you still feel something. You are strong because you are still standing, still seeking, still willing to listen. The enemy would like you to believe that this lingering attachment means you are failing, that you are stuck, that you are unworthy of something new. That is a lie. What you are experiencing is a transition. Old emotional bonds do not break by willpower alone, they dissolve when they are replaced by truth and love that is deeper. Let me tell you something that will shift your understanding. I did not allow her into your life to harm you. I allowed that chapter to teach you something about your heart, your needs, your capacity to love. But I never intended her to be your source. When a human becomes a source instead of a companion, pain is inevitable. And now, I am calling you back, not to erase the past, but to place it in its proper position. She does not stand between you and me. The memory of her does not block my voice. The feelings you have do not offend me. Bring them to me honestly. Do not hide them behind spiritual words. I already know. I want your truth, not your performance. There is a reason this message feels intense. There is a reason your heart is stirring. I am preparing you for a release that cannot happen through force, only through understanding. The moment you realize that her power was never about her, but about what you were seeking through her, something will begin to loosen inside you. You were seeking to be seen, to be chosen, to be valued. And I am telling you now, I see you. I chose you long before anyone else did. Your value does not rise or fall based on who stays or who leaves. My love is not competing with hers. There is no comparison. Human love can touch parts of your heart, my love restores the whole of you. Human love can end, mine does not. Human love can confuse, mine brings clarity. And as you allow me to fill the places where you once waited for her, her influence will fade naturally, without struggle, without bitterness. You do not need to fight your feelings. You need to redirect your focus. Each time her image comes to mind, gently bring it to me. Say, God, here it is again. And let me sit with you in it. I am not rushing you. I am not timing you. I am walking with you. Something new is forming in you, stronger boundaries, clearer vision, deeper peace. And one day, you will look back and realize she no longer has power because you no longer need what you once thought she gave. You will not be numb. You will be free. Rest now in this truth. My love for you is real. It has always been real. And nothing, no person, no memory, no past attachment, has the authority to override what I am doing in your life. My beloved child, breathe slowly and stay with me. Let your heart settle as you read, because I am still speaking, and what I am about to reveal is tender, not heavy. I know the questions that circle your mind late at night. I know how you replay moments, words, silences. I know how sometimes you feel strong during the day, yet vulnerable when everything grows quiet. Do not be ashamed of that place. I meet you there. You keep wondering why letting go feels harder than holding on. You tell yourself that you are ready to move forward, yet something inside resists. And you fear that this resistance means you are disobeying me or failing me. Hear me clearly now, struggling does not mean you are resisting my will. Often, it means you are standing at the edge of transformation. There are attachments that form not because someone is meant to stay forever, but because they awaken parts of you that were dormant. When she entered your life, she touched places in you that longed to be known. She reflected something back to you that made you feel alive, hopeful, or complete. And when that reflection disappeared, it felt like losing a part of yourself. But you did not lose yourself. You discovered yourself. And now, I am teaching you how to keep what you discovered without needing the source you once associated it with. That is why her influence feels confusing. It is not about missing her, it is about missing how you felt when you believed love was certain. When possibility felt close, when your heart was open without fear. Those feelings are not gone. They were never hers to take. They came from within you, placed there by me. And I am calling you to reclaim them. You see, the heart does not release what it still believes it needs. That is why force never works. You can distract yourself, stay busy, repeat affirmations, even pray for strength, but until you understand what your heart was holding on to, it will keep returning to the same place. Not to trap you, but to ask to be understood. Let me speak gently into this. You were not loved the way you needed to be loved in every season of your life. Some needs were unmet long before she appeared. So when someone seemed to meet them, even partially, your heart attached deeply. This is not a flaw. It is a wound seeking warmth. And I am not here to scold you for that. I am here to heal you. Her power feels real because unhealed places magnify emotional connections. But healing diminishes false authority. As I restore the places where you felt unseen, unheard, or unchosen, the emotional weight you carry will lighten. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but steadily, faithfully, the way true healing always happens. You do not need to cut yourself off from your emotions to grow. You need to allow me to guide them. Every feeling you have is information, not instruction. It tells you where attention is needed, not where you must remain. I am teaching you discernment, not suppression. There is also something deeper I want you to understand. Sometimes, when a person leaves but the attachment remains, it is because forgiveness is incomplete, not always forgiveness of them, but forgiveness of yourself. You may still be holding regret, replaying moments where you wish you had spoken differently, acted differently, known more. You think releasing the memory means admitting failure. But releasing it means accepting growth. You did the best you could with the understanding you had at the time. I do not judge you for what you did not yet know. I was with you then, just as I am with you now. And I am proud of the way you are learning. Even through pain, the stunning truth you are beginning to see is this: the power you thought she had is actually the power I am awakening in you. Awareness always comes before freedom. And right now, you are becoming aware of your patterns, your needs, your depth. This is not a setback. This is preparation. Do not rush the release. Let it unfold. Each time you choose peace over obsession, honesty over denial, presence over escape, you are loosening the grip. Each time you turn to me instead of replaying the past alone, you are rewriting the connection. Slowly, gently, the center of gravity shifts, I am not taking anything from you. I am returning you to yourself. There will come a moment, quiet, ordinary, unexpected, when you realize you thought of her and felt nothing sharp. No ache. No pull. Just understanding. And you will not feel empty. You will feel whole. That is when you will know that love has not left you, it has matured. Stay close. Do not harden your heart to protect it. Let me protect it. I am teaching you a love that does not control you, confuse you, or cost you your peace. My beloved child, I am still here with you. Nothing has changed between us. The same presence you feel now is the same presence that has been holding you through every unanswered question. I want you to notice something gently. Your heart is not as tangled as it once was. You may not fully feel free yet, but you are no longer lost. That awareness itself is proof that healing is already moving. There are moments when you wonder if you are betraying the past by letting it loosen its grip. You worry that releasing her means erasing what was real, what mattered, what once felt sacred. But letting go is not denial. It is not disrespect. It is simply recognizing that a season has fulfilled its purpose. What was real can still be honored without being carried forward. You were never meant to live looking backward. Memories are teachers, not masters. When you keep revisiting them, it is often because a lesson is still being integrated. And I am patient with that process. I do not rush you because I know that what emerges slowly becomes strong. You ask yourself sometimes if you imagined the connection, if you made it bigger than it truly was. Do not torment yourself with those questions. What you felt was real because you felt it. Love does not need permission to be valid. But love also does not need to imprison you to prove its sincerity. What was shared served its moment. Now, it is teaching you how deeply you can feel, and how wisely you must guard your heart. There is a part of you that fears being open again. You tell yourself you will be more careful next time, less vulnerable, more controlled. I understand that instinct. Pain teaches caution. But I do not want fear to become your guide. I want wisdom to be your companion. Wisdom does not close the heart, it strengthens it. You are learning that intensity is not the same as truth, and attachment is not the same as alignment. What feels powerful is not always what is meant to stay. Some connections come to awaken you, not to walk with you forever. And when their role is complete, clinging only delays the growth they were meant to spark. Let me reassure you of something important. You are not behind. You are not missing out. You are not being punished by silence or delay. What feels like waiting is actually refinement. I am shaping discernment in you, helping you recognize what nourishes your soul versus what only excites your emotions. She no longer has power over your future. What remains is simply the echo of a version of you that is evolving. And evolution can feel uncomfortable because it asks you to release familiar emotional landscapes. But comfort is not your highest calling. Wholeness is. I see the strength forming in you quietly. The way you pause before reacting. The way you observe your thoughts instead of drowning in them. The way you bring your feelings to me instead of letting them rule you. These are not small victories. These are signs of deep inner change. You are learning how to love without losing yourself. You are learning how to feel deeply without abandoning your peace. And this is why I have allowed this season to linger just long enough to teach you balance. Soon, very soon, your heart will no longer ask why she had power. You will understand that what you mistook for her influence was actually your own depth, waiting to be directed towards something lasting. You will stop asking what went wrong and start thanking me for what was revealed. Do not be afraid of the quiet that follows emotional storms. Silence is not emptiness. It is space. Space for clarity. Space for restoration. Space for something new that will not require you to shrink, chase, or doubt your worth. I am not taking love away from you. I am preparing you to receive it in a way that does not wound you. The love coming into your life will feel steady, not consuming. Safe, not confusing. Mutual, not one-sided. And you will recognize it not by intensity, but by peace. My beloved child, remain here with me a little longer. You are doing better than you think. Even the fact that you are still listening, still open, still willing to sit with truth instead of running from it, this tells me so much about the heart I formed within you. I know the quiet moments scare you sometimes. When the noise fades, you wonder what will fill the space that longing once occupied. But I want you to understand something sacred: emptiness is not always loss. Often, it is invitation. There was a time when your heart stayed busy because it was afraid of stillness. Stillness brings honesty. It brings awareness. And awareness asks you to face what you truly need. That is why her memory used to rush in during silence. It distracted you from listening to your own soul. But now, even in the quiet, you are beginning to sense me more clearly. That is not an accident. That is alignment. You are learning that love does not have to ache to be meaningful. You were taught, perhaps without words, that intensity equals depth, that longing equals value, that uncertainty keeps love alive. But I am reteaching you. True love does not leave you anxious. It does not keep you guessing. It does not make you question your worth. True love strengthens you. It gives you room to breathe. It allows you to be fully yourself without fear of abandonment. I see how you sometimes replay the moments where you felt closest to her, not because you want to go back, but because part of you wants reassurance that you were once chosen. That you mattered. That you were enough. Let me tell you this clearly and gently: you were always enough. You did not become valuable because someone desired you. You were valuable because I created you with intention, depth, and purpose. The reason this process feels slow is because I am not just removing an attachment, I am restoring your sense of self. If I removed the feeling without healing the root, you would simply attach again in the same way, to a different face, a different story. I love you too much to allow that. So I am teaching you to recognize your own worth before you give your heart away again. There is a shift happening inside you. You may not fully notice it yet. But you no longer romanticize the pain the way you once did. You no longer believe that suffering is the price of connection. You are starting to desire peace more than intensity, clarity more than mystery, truth more than fantasy. This is growth. This is maturity. This is love becoming wise. You ask yourself sometimes if you will ever feel that same spark again. You worry that healing will make you dull, guarded, less alive. But healing does not dull the heart, it refines it. The love ahead of you will not burn chaotically, it will warm steadily. It will not consume you, it will support you. And it will not require you to abandon yourself to be received. Her power fades each time you choose yourself without guilt. Each time you stop seeking closure from the past and start creating meaning in the present. Each time you let me affirm you instead of replaying old conversations. You are not erasing her memory, you are placing it in truth. I want you to hear this with clarity. You are not waiting for love. Love is waiting for you to believe you deserve peace within it. And that belief is forming now, quietly, gently, irrevocably. Do not rush ahead of me. Do not look back in fear. Stay here. Walk with me. Let me continue shaping your heart into a place where love can stay without hurting you. You are not losing anything. You are becoming someone who no longer needs to be controlled by what once felt powerful. My beloved child, this is where I speak to you not about what you are releasing, but about who you are becoming. Everything you have walked through was not random. Every emotion, every delay, every unanswered prayer carried purpose. And now, you stand at the edge of a new understanding, not loud, not dramatic, but solid and true. I want you to know this with certainty. You were never meant to be controlled by love. Love was always meant to strengthen you. What once felt powerful over you was only powerful because you had not yet learned how deeply rooted you already are in me. When your roots grow deep, nothing external can shake your sense of worth again. You are no longer asking for love to save you. You are learning how to stand whole before it arrives. That is the difference between repeating a cycle and entering a new season. And this is why I waited with you instead of rushing you. A rushed heart breaks easily. A rooted heart endures. The stunning truth you were searching for is this: she never had power over you, your heart was simply learning how much it could feel. And now that you know that depth, I am teaching you how to direct it wisely. Depth is not a weakness. It is a gift. But gifts must be handled with understanding. You are stepping into a season where peace will feel unfamiliar at first. You may even mistake it for boredom. But peace is not empty. Peace is safe. Peace is where clarity lives. Peace is where love stays without fear. And soon, you will crave it more than emotional highs that leave you drained. I am not asking you to forget the past. I am asking you to stop living from it. What you experienced helped shape you, but it does not define what you deserve next. You are not marked by who left. You are marked by who stayed, and I have never left you. There will come a time when someone new enters your life, or when life itself opens in a way you did not expect. And you will notice something different in yourself. You will not chase. You will not shrink. You will not lose sleep wondering where you stand. You will recognize alignment by how calm your spirit feels. Not by how intense your emotions become. That is how you will know you are healed. I am proud of you, not because you were perfect, but because you were honest. Honest with your pain. Honest with your longing. Honest enough to stay present instead of escaping. That courage matters more than you realize. You are safe now. Not because nothing will ever hurt you again, but because you trust me enough to walk through whatever comes without losing yourself. And that trust changes everything. my love for you has never been in question. It has never competed. It has never weakened. It has been steady, waiting for you to see that what you were searching for outside was always meant to be anchored within. Go forward gently. Love wisely. And remember, nothing that is truly meant for you will require you to abandon your peace to keep it. I am with you. Always.